Have you ever looked up at the night sky, a vast dark canvas sprinkled with countless stars, and wondered, are we it? Is this little blue marble the only place in the entire universe where life took hold and evolved to contemplate its own existence? This question is one of the most profound we can ask. It drives our curiosity and fuels our greatest scientific endeavors. We send rovers to Mars and telescopes into deep space, all in the hope of finding an answer. The search for extraterrestrial life isn't just about finding little green men, it's about understanding our own place in the cosmos. It's a quest to see if the biological miracle that happened here is a one-time event or a common cosmic occurrence. The universe is staggeringly large. Our Milky Way galaxy alone contains hundreds of billions of stars, hundreds of billions, perhaps trillions of other galaxies. When you consider those numbers, the idea that Earth is the only populated planet seems, well, a little presumptuous. Statistically, it feels almost impossible. The sheer number of potential homes for life suggests that the universe should be teeming with it. So we must ask the next logical question. If they are out there, what might they look like? Forget what you've seen in the movies for a moment. Let's embark on a journey guided not by fiction, but by the fundamental laws of physics, chemistry, and biology. Thinking about alien life forces us to shed our Earth-centric biases. We tend to imagine aliens as variations of ourselves, 2 arms, 2 legs, a head on top. To bake a cake, you need certain ingredients: flour, sugar, eggs. Life, as we understand it, also seems to require a specific set of ingredients. The most important of these appears to be a liquid solvent. Here on Earth, that solvent is water. Water is a fantastic molecule. It's a polar molecule. That means it can dissolve a wide variety of substances, allowing them to mix and interact. Those interactions form the complex chemical structures necessary for life. It's stable across a useful range of temperatures, providing a steady environment for fragile biological processes. So, when we search for habitable worlds, we often say, follow the water. It's the first and most crucial ingredient in our cosmic cookbook. But is water the only option? The universe is a big place with a diverse chemical pantry. On colder worlds, far from the warmth of a sun-like star, liquid methane could take water's place. Liquid ethane could too. Think of Saturn's moon Titan, which has lakes and rivers of liquid hydrocarbons. Life there would be very different. Its cells might use a different kind of membrane. Its biochemistry would have to operate at incredibly low temperatures. These life forms wouldn't be water-based, they'd be something else entirely. Gravity is the silent architect of the universe. It pulls galaxies together, holds planets in orbit, shapes every living thing on a planet's surface. On Earth, every creature fights our planet's gravitational pull of 1g. Our skeletons provide rigid support. Our muscles work against gravity with every step or lifted arm. Trees have strong, woody trunks made of cellulose and lignin growing tall to reach sunlight, defying gravity's tug. This force dictates life's blueprint, from the size of a blue whale to the strength of an ant. Imagine a high-gravity super-Earth with twice Earth's gravity. Life there would fight to survive. No tall, slender creatures. Evolution favors low-slung, sturdy designs. Think terrestrial octopus or a heavily armored beetle built close to the ground. Internal skeletons would need extreme density and strength. External shells would also be massively reinforced. Many more legs to spread weight. Flight becomes virtually impossible. Liftoff costs astronomical energy. The air you breathe and the light you see are not universal constants. They are specific features of our planet, and they have profoundly shaped how life perceives and interacts with its environment. Earth's atmosphere, a rich blend of nitrogen and about 21% oxygen, is the fuel for our high-energy, warm-blooded metabolism. We breathe it in, and it powers our cells. But this oxygen-rich air is a relatively recent development in Earth's history. For billions of years, life thrived without it. This tells us that oxygen, while useful, is not an absolute requirement for life. Alien life could breathe something else entirely. Imagine a planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and ammonia, like a gas giant's moon. An organism there wouldn't have lungs like ours. It might not breathe in the same way at all. The light that bathes a planet is just as important. Our sun is a yellow dwarf star, peaking in the yellow-green part of the spectrum. Earth's plants evolved to use this light, which is why they are green. Turn on your television or go to the movies and you'll see a familiar parade of aliens. They almost always look suspiciously like us. 2 arms, 2 legs, a head with 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. They might have pointy ears, green skin, or an extra ridge on their forehead, but fundamentally, they are actors in rubber suits. This is the humanoid template. It's a convenient trope for storytelling. However, scientifically, it's the least likely form. The human body plan arises from a specific evolutionary history. 4 limbs come from a lobe-finned fish that crawled onto land around 375 million years ago. Upright posture, bipedal locomotion, forward-facing eyes, all primate adaptations for the savanna. There's no reason that sequence would replay elsewhere. The odds are astronomically against it. Assuming aliens look like us is as provincial as assuming they'd speak English or enjoy pizza. So what's a realistic alternative? Start from scratch with physics and biology. We often talk about the Goldilocks zone when searching for life. This is the region around a star where the temperature is just right, not too hot, not too cold, for liquid water to exist on a planet's surface. Earth sits comfortably in our sun's Goldilocks zone. For a long time we thought this was the only place life could possibly arise, but, our own planet has taught us that life is far more resilient and adaptable than we ever imagined. We've actually found life in the most extreme environments on Earth, places that make the just right zone look like a luxury resort. These extremophiles have completely rewritten the rules for where life can exist. Consider the deep-sea hydrothermal vents, thousands of meters below the ocean surface. Down there, there's no sunlight. The pressure is just crushing. The water is superheated. It's laced with toxic chemicals like hydrogen sulfide. Yet these vents are totally teeming with life. Tube worms, strange crabs, entire colonies of bacteria. They don't use sunlight for energy. Instead, they use chemosynthesis. All life on Earth is carbon-based. Carbon is the ultimate biological building block, capable of forming an incredible variety of complex molecules. This has led many to assume all life must be carbon-based. This is carbon chauvinism. But the universe might be more creative. The periodic table offers other possibilities. The most discussed alternative is silicon. Silicon sits directly below carbon on the periodic table. It shares a key property: it can form 4 bonds. That allows complex molecular structures. Could silicon-based life exist? It's tantalizing. A silicon creature would be very different from us. Silicon bonds, stronger but less flexible. Silicon rarely forms stable double or triple bonds. So, silicon life might be rigid and crystalline. Imagine a life form like a living rock. Imagine a life form like a slowly growing crystal. The information molecules of life could be different too. On Earth, life uses DNA. On Earth, life uses RNA. The search for extraterrestrial life, for what aliens might look like and how they might live, is one of the most exciting frontiers of science. It pushes the boundaries of our knowledge in biology, chemistry, physics, and astronomy. Every new exoplanet discovered, every extremophile found in a deep-sea vent, adds another piece to this grand puzzle. We're moving from an era of pure speculation to an era of data-driven science. Telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope are now capable of analyzing the atmospheres of distant planets, looking for the telltale chemical signatures of life, the exhalations of a distant biosphere. We may be the first generation in history to get a definitive answer. But the importance of this search goes far beyond the simple discovery itself. The act of looking for aliens holds up a mirror to ourselves. It forces us to confront our own biases and our Earth-centric perspective. By contemplating the sheer diversity of life that could exist, we gain a deeper appreciation for the specific and perhaps fragile conditions that allowed us to evolve. The search for the other is, in many ways, a profound journey of self-discovery.